What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played last night against Bournemouth at home. So basically in this game, this is a game where we needed to bounce back after getting a lose against Man City. Now before I can get into today's video, I need to talk about what had happened after the Manchester derby. Now basically, as you guys may have heard, that apparently a few City players threw milk at Jose Mourinho. So basically what happened was, once the final whistle went, the players shook hands, the City fans went over to their fans, clapped, went off. Now once they went off the pitch, that's where they don't show any of the tunnel reaction. Now basically I've done the tour multiple times in my life when I've been to Old Trafford. Now basically Man City have to walk past the home dressing room to get into the away dressing room, and then United go in first and they go in last. So basically, cut the long story short, basically I've seen recently on my Instagram, when every single game that Man City play, they celebrate. Now, when they celebrate with very loud music. Now, that's what happened. They were playing very loud music. Jose Mourinho did not like it, because obviously it's like a few yards away from the home dressing room, so they could hear it. So Mourinho went into the dressing room, told them to keep it down, and it was loud music. He went in. Apparently Lukaku went with him as well, or something like that. Because Mikel Arteta did something to his forehead. They were saying that there was no punches thrown, so don't know what's happened to his forehead. And apparently the likes of Edison and I would imagine Jesus as well, because they're both Portuguese, have both of them have thrown milk at Jose Mourinho. Now you can't do that to a manager. Now I don't know why they've thrown milk to Mourinho, because Mourinho kindly probably asked them to keep the loud music down. I know they're celebrating after a good game and a good win for them, but again, the loud music is just very loud, and you can't throw milk to a manager, like seriously. So yeah, it's out of order by Man City, but we don't know what's going on at the moment with the FA. The FA are still investigating, so it's still gonna take a couple of weeks. But it's a bit stupid from Man City. So yeah, this is a game where we need to bounce back from after our loss against Man City. 4 changes made from the last game against Man City. I'll talk about those changes. So we'll go over to the OneFootball app. Basically, we started with David De Gea in goal, Valencia, Smalling. Now this is the first change. Phil Jones started because Rojo had a big gash to his head after the clash of heads with David Silva, or something like that. Then Luke Shaw started as well to give him more play time, as Ashley Young was benched. McTominay came in. Nice to see McTominay getting 90 minutes under his belt. And then Mata as well. Good to see Mata starting, because he didn't start for the derby. I think he might have started. And then Martial started out on the left. So in this game, we just wanted to play our usual, really. Just throw on one of our attacking players, like someone like Martial and Rashford. So he's just played one of them and then sub one of them off and then bring one of them on in the second half. So yeah. So my overall reaction, I have to say that the first couple of seconds into the game, United did well. We put in a very good long ball in. We played very well in the first half. We got our first goal in the first half. Sorry. My apologies with that. It's good to get one goal, but it's probably good again to probably get another goal to seal it, because we could see that Bournemouth were all around us in that first half, like during the first half and near to the end of the half. So Bournemouth were actually really going for it as well. United put in the best performance as much as possible. We just needed that win after the game against City. I'm satisfied over the win because I'm not really that bothered. I know that we drew against them last year, so it's good to see that we're putting our draws to bed this year and getting wins as well. So we needed a win for sure. We got the win by winning 1 goal. In this game for United, it was just where we didn't create a load of chances at goal. We only had a few on target, not as many, but we still managed to get a goal. We still managed to win. Bournemouth, they still went for it during the game. Second half, United needed to sort of like rise the tempo a little bit because we just needed more oomph in it, and because Bournemouth were going at it right at the end of the half. De Gea had to pull off some incredible saves for sure. Again, the defensive, we did a few defensive errors when all the defenders weren't back, but we still managed to like clear our lines, which I'm pretty happy about. And second half, we just sort of like sat back really, just to keep the lead. But again, it would have been nice to get that second goal just to seal it. We did have chances where we got on the break, tried to get a second goal, and it was just where a player was cutting back into the box. No one was there in support and to finish it off. We did that several times. There was a player there, but we just couldn't sort of finish off our chances, which is a bit frustrating. But Bournemouth would have been more frustrated with their performance because they put on a really good, played very well. They probably created more chances than us in that whole entire game. They had more shots on target than us. We only had 4. They had like probably 8 or 10 on target. So they would have been more frustrated because they created more chances than us and still couldn't score. So they'll be frustrated with that and disappointed as well. But we were still good defensive wise. So we did pretty well, to be fair, to hold them off. United had once in the first half, United were in control of the first half. We had been dominant. We had most of the possession as well. We kept on. Again, it was just like the City game. We just kept on losing possession. The likes of Matic again, he just kept on losing possession during the half. Again, just throwing away possession. Just one of those things where we need to learn from, really. Bournemouth had some really great chances in the first half. De Gea coming to the rescue once again with some incredible saves, like I was saying. United have been putting in some great crosses. We just haven't managed to finish them off, which is one of those games for us. It was just one of those games where we just didn't create a load of chances at goal. Not many went on target, like I was just saying. Bournemouth have been dangerous in the first half. The defence was good for us. The movement was good. The passing is good, but again, like I was just saying just then previously, we were just giving away possession again, like what happened in the City game. We then again, United were just getting close at goal, but we just couldn't finish them off. We can see getting a couple of goals tonight. We managed to get a goal in the 24th minute, 25th minute actually. It was a great cross by Mata. Mata finds Lukaku at the back post. Lukaku gets up on his head and finishes it for 1-0. So I was like, get in, So yeah, I was really happy with the goal going in at the break. Obviously, it gave us that confidence for the next half, and to sort of go and sort of to like get together as a team and then go at it again in the second half. After that, Bournemouth then reacted and got back into the game, created a few more chances at goal near to the end of the half. Again, De Gea reacts brilliantly and did some great saves. United then woke up near to the end of the half, started putting the pressure back on Bournemouth. Bournemouth again created chances near to the end of the half. Again, the ref let us down in this game. The decisions weren't that great. You know, we should have had a few free kick appeals. One on Lingard, one on it's just poor. Again, the referees' decisions are poor. Not been great recently. We need a decent ref for the West Brom game. And yeah, second half we needed to rise the tempo a little. We needed to put more pressure on Bournemouth. We needed to get more crosses in, create more chances at goal, score a couple of more goals and then put them to bed. Again, we were just dominating that second half. We had been all around them. We were just dominating. We put on the pressure at the right time as well. So we came out. Once we came out, we were just on the game. We were just all around them. We had some great runs on the ball, but it was just on the wrong side of the player. So once we would pass it to the player, there would be a Bournemouth player there. So you would need to go to the other side of the player and then sort of finish it off. We had a great chance to go 2-0 up with Martial, really. I think it's where he ran into the box, sort of cut it back, but again, no one was there to support it and no one there to finish it off. And then it was about time to do a sub to get some fresh legs on. Rashford came on for Martial, like I was saying at the beginning of the video. Herrera came on for Lingard, so Herrera came back to help out with McTominay and Matic, because they had brought on two fresh strikers and they left Josh King on. So they were really going at it in the second half. We had to change the formation to a 4-3-3 because they had two fresh strikers. Rashford had a crack at goal. It just hit the crossbar. Unluckily, it didn't go in. That was very impressive by Rashford. Just sees it and just goes for it. Bournemouth have been getting closer at goal again. United have been clearing our lines good and get rid of the ball. It's nice to see that as well, where we were just sort of cutting our mistakes from the last game, but we still did a few errors in this game that we need to work on for the game against the upcoming game against West Brom on Sunday. United then brought on Ashley Young for Luke Shaw, so Luke Shaw put in a good performance. Bournemouth were going for it by playing three strikers, so they had nothing to lose really. United only created a few chances at goal. Like I was saying, we only had 4 on target, probably about 4 in the end. We had chances where we cut back into the box and we just couldn't find a play to finish it off, like I was saying at the beginning of the video. United sat back with about 5 minutes to go. Bournemouth had a free kick on the edge of the box, but they fluffed it. Actually, it was good that how Ashley Young read it as well, because they were passing it onto a player and Ashley Young came off the line, ran to it, and blocked it. So we just needed that win really. We should have it should have been really 2 or 3-0. Again, it would have been good to get a couple of more goals and seal it, but we just sort of sat back and we were going for it in the second half. We just probably needed Zlatan to come on, but they just brought on another defender on. So Bournemouth would have been frustrated with their game because they created so many chances at goal. De Gea coming to the rescue, saving some great saves. They had about 8 on target, so they had the double of the double on target than what we had. So it was just one of those games for us where we sort of created a few chances at goal, got a few on target, and managed to get a goal against them. And that's where their defence switched off and their keeper switched off. But De Gea again wasn't switched off for a split second, so he was awake. He probably got a bit of a telling off after that game as well against City. So he knew he had to be awake for this game, and again, we all thought it was probably going to be an easy game and cruise through it. Bournemouth were up for it, guys. So they did pretty well, Bournemouth. But they would have been disappointed, though, and frustrated with that. We got the 3 points. We got the clean sheet. A nice clean sheet at home again. We've got West Brom next. West Brom, the 17th in the table. They're just outside the relegation zone. West Brom, they've had to get rid of Tony Pulis and brought in Alan Pardew. So it's not the right time for West Brom at the minute. They've not been getting the results what they've been wanting at the minute. Drawing to who do they draw to in midweek as well? And the thing about West Brom as well, they'll probably have a really good game against us because obviously Ben Foster, it's his former club. He's done this in the past where he's had a really good game and really annoys me as well. So yeah, West Brom, who do they play midweek? I'm pretty sure they had a game midweek. That's right. Yeah, they had a game against Liverpool and they drew 0-0. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they've not been getting the results what they've been wanting recently. So we still have confidence going into that game. The players will have confidence. Everyone will have confidence going into that game. But again, you might be thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be an easy game. You'll cruise through it. Again, they'll be up for it because obviously every single team, it's like their FA Cup final really, so they'll be going for it, even though they're 17th in the table. But we'll just have to make sure that we get everything right for that game and just put out the best lineup really. So yeah, my thoughts on it really. I think we just need to keep going really. I'm sure we can beat them, and they're going through a tough time really at the moment with a new manager. I don't even think Alan Pardew's got a win yet. I'm not even too sure. So we just need to keep going, keep our heads held high, pull up our socks, and go for it against West Brom. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Man of the match. Oh, that's a good question really, because De Gea had a really good game. Because he made some great saves in that game. Valencia in the middle. Smalling in the middle. Jones. Felt like Jones had a good game. Unsure. Matic not so good game because he gave possession away a couple of times. McTominay actually stood out in that game for sure. Martial, he was good in that game. Again, like I was just saying, there was no one there to support him and there was no play to sort of finish off our chances really. Mata had a good game. Lingard played a good game. Lukaku, it's good to see him backing on the score sheet. To be fair, I'm gonna have to give this a 3 players because firstly, De Gea had a good game, so he has to be under my man of the match. I felt like McTominay really stood out as well in that game as well. Played the full 90 minutes, so I have to give it McTominay as well, and also Lukaku for the goal. So I have to give it 3 players in this game for sure. So that goes De Gea, McTominay, and Lukaku for scoring and getting back in the score sheet. Finally, he's getting the service once again. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Please be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm on the way to 130 subscribers. And yeah, let me know down in the comments down below what you want me to improve on these videos. And I'll see you guys in a new video very much pretty soon. And peace.